Hey Canucks fans, this flying skate jersey that they brought back for the 50th season is great, but it can actually be even better. I'm Clay Emo, I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter, I'm at Clay Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Sunday, May the 3rd. This is where you find Canucks insight that's both positive and timely. Quick programming note, it's Sunday, that means it is time for my weekly live stream, so I hope to see you tonight, 10 p.m. on YouTube. We'll talk Canucks, we'll talk NHL, we'll talk about this big meeting tomorrow about the draft, maybe being moved up to June or staying in June, but you know what I mean. And so many other things we can talk about, also a chance to catch up with each other. So make sure you join me tonight, 10 p.m. on YouTube for my live stream. Today I want to take a quick departure from normal analysis and contracts and line combinations and talk about something that's near and dear to all of our hearts as Canucks fans, and that is our jersey. That is our logo. That is the thing that helps us identify as Canucks fans. Is what we see every single time our favorite team and our favorite players take the ice. They are wearing a jersey, of course, completely adorned, but with the logo and colors of the team. And for this particular vlog, I've thought about doing this for a little while, and I have a really good friend I want to tell you about. His name is Dave Leeson. And Dave grew up here in Richmond with me. We were, went to the same church, served in ministry together, played on the same roller hockey team, shared the same love for wrestling. Basically, really, really good friends. Him and his wife, Kathy, who's a doctor, they moved to the States a few years ago, but we still keep in contact. And of course, we talk about the Vancouver Canucks when we catch up. So when the Canucks released this 50th, these jersey for the 50th season, Dave had some really, really fascinating input on the 50th, this jersey, the flying skate jersey that they brought back for the 50th season. And we know how much Canucks fans love it. It was voted in the recent Athletic poll as the best Canucks jersey. The Canucks ended up wearing it, I think, more times than they expected. We've heard guys like Bo Horvat and Elias Pettersson talk about how much they love it. They love wearing it. And I love it. As you can see, I got it back in June. Well, at least two really good friends of mine, Debbie and her husband Christian, they bought it for me for my birthday, and they pre-ordered it for me, and I love it. You guys know I have the Quinn Hughes one, as you can see, and I love wearing this, and I've always talked about how cool this jersey is. And I've used adjectives that probably a 45-year-old man shouldn't use, like sick or whatever it is, but it looks really, really good, and I love wearing it to the games, especially with my matching Canuck shoes that my son Sean made for me. Okay, having said all that, no matter how good it looks, and it looks really, really good, Dave came up with 4 ways that it can be even better. And I trust Dave, not only because he's one of my best friends, but he is a professional graphics designer. Dave's a massive Canucks fan overall. He's been watching them since they grew up. His family was good friends with the late John Ashbridge. And you might remember last month for Dave and Kathy's wedding anniversary, I reposted a vlog, a video of his whole wedding reception was Canucks themed. Everything from shoot a puck through the little hole to make them kiss, to our entrance where we came in wearing, carrying hockey sticks, made the arch for Dave and Kathy to pass through. John Ashbridge's voice announcing all of our names, which was really, really cool. And then smoke machine, people waving their white towels. It was awesome. So Dave is a Canucks fan for life, just like me. But more than me, he has an eye for aesthetics. He has an eye for Canucks jerseys, for logos, for colors, because he is a professional graphics designer. So without further ado, these are the 4 improvements that Dave is suggesting to make this jersey even better. And to honor him, I'm gonna read his words verbatim, so I'll add in my commentary after, but I wanna make sure that he's represented fully. So these are his exact words from my friend Dave. I grew up watching the Canucks in the skate jersey. A few things about the logo on the front of the 50th anniversary, the 50th season skate jersey bother me, bother him. I love Dave, he's really good with his words. He says what he means, and he means what he says. That's what I love about Dave. I've made 4 adjustments to improve the look. Number 1, the logo is not visually centered. Now, the visual center of a logo is not always the exact midpoint between the left and right edges. And this is shown in this picture here. Someone, I guess the designer, measured the distance from left to right of the actual logo between the left edge and rightmost edge and found the exact midpoint between the two. And he centered the logo this way. I shifted the logo a little bit to the right. The visual center is the middle of the center part of the logo. So what Dave is saying is the center shouldn't be from this point to this midpoint, because you can see there's more it goes more on this side. So Dave's centered towards the middle of the actual circle, the true bulk of the jersey, as opposed from left edge to right edge. And you can see in this picture what a difference it makes. So that's the first thing, is to Dave and to many of you who have actually affirmed this point, the actual logo doesn't seem to be visually centered. So that was point number one, probably Dave's biggest point, at least to start off. Actually, all four of them are big points. I'll let you judge which is the biggest point. Point number two, the logo is a little too small overall. I made it a little bigger. And you can see that in the picture here, that it just, yeah, but not only was it off-centered, but he makes it a little bigger. And of course, we're missing the 50th patch, so maybe, I'm just thinking maybe they had to consider that as well. But he made the logo a little bigger, and it looks a lot better. Number three, the tilt of the Canucks text is and downhill skate is too steep. To confirm this and to get the correct angle for the tilt, I took a Canucks skate logo off the internet, imposed it on top of the original jersey image, and lightened the opacity to see the discrepancy. So what Dave was saying was this downhill, this way, is too steep, and he actually went to the internet, found old jerseys, and then overlay them to make sure that what he was saying was true. So he's made a slight adjustment to the angle of the downhill slope, so to speak. And number four, and this is the one I know that bothers him the most, and he says it, he says, the missing white above the S is the most bizarre thing. It baffles me to no end how this could have happened. So I love Dave, and I love the word that he uses, the word bizarre and baffle in this point. But what he was saying is that here, if you can see, there is no S, there's no white above the S. The white starts from over here, goes all the way across Canucks, and then it's missing right there. You see that it's black and not white. So in his revised logo, you see there's now white above the S. And I think that's the one thing that a lot of people also notice, those with a good eye, much better eye than me. I just wear the thing, whether I buy it or someone's giving it to me. I just wear the jersey. I don't really think about it. But Dave and other people with a keen eye have noticed that the white somehow disappeared from above the S, and it should be there. So his 4 points, once again, the logo is not visually centered. The logo was too small overall. The tilt was too steep, and there was white missing from above the S. And then Dave concludes with, I would love to see these adjustments made to the 50th anniversary jersey, and one day I would love to see the white version of the skate jersey. I would buy one in a heartbeat. And then he puts in brackets, provided the logo adjustments are made. Well, Dave's awesome. I just love how he said that, and how he put that qualifier in, that he'll buy a white one for sure, and he'll buy a black one for sure, but he hopes that those adjustments to the jersey, to the logo, are made first. So some fascinating stuff there, and I really like this kind of thing because this is stuff that I'm not an expert in, that I wouldn't even notice, but I can see where a guy, just like if I was to talk about music or maybe public speaking, which you might disagree with that, but things that I think that I'm good at, that I could be able to pick out things that I think could be improved. For Dave's purposes, it is graphic design, it is how things look, and I love that he took the time to write these things. Actually, he tweeted it out about 2 weeks ago, I shared it, and it got a lot of interest, so that's why I thought it would make for a fascinating vlog topic today. So there we go, Canucks fans. Dave's 4 suggestions for improvement. Visually center the logo, make it a little bigger, decrease the angle of the slope, and fill in that white above the S of the word Canucks. All right, Canucks fans, I guess my main question of the day is, overall, do you agree with Dave's suggestions? And you can see the picture, you can see which one, the before and after. So number one, the question of the day is, do you agree with Dave's suggestions? And then we can further break that down and say, which of the 4 suggestions to you stand out the most, or resonate the most with you? Whether it is visually centering the logo, making it bigger, changing the angle of the slope, or whether it is filling in the white above the S. All four good points. All 4 points that I didn't notice because I don't have an eye for this kind of thing, but I'm sure Dave and others with much keener eye would have noticed as well. So there we go. I think this is kind of a fascinating topic. I would love to know what you think of this topic. Did you notice these things, any of these things, all 4 of these things, and does it bother you or not? Are you fine with it? Or would you actually think that these 4 things, or a combination of these 4 things, would be an improvement to the jersey? Leave a comment below. I would love to read, react, and reply as always. Subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to. Don't forget tonight, 10 p.m., back here on YouTube for my weekly live stream. Would love for you to join me. Until then, be safe, be healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.